What's up everyone, Sydney here, and I am joined by Jim, and we are celebrating the Avengers Infinity War home entertainment release. We watched the deleted scenes. Jim, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so there are 4 deleted scenes, but I will say that there's really only 1 deleted scene and 3 kind of augmented scenes that ended up in the movie. Let's start with, I feel, is the most noteworthy scene, which is
starting at the
Thanos
top.
and Gamora.
Yes.
We see a version of this in the final movie right before he reveals to her that he has Nebula captured, and she's all like kind of pulled apart and suspended in midair. But we see a longer version of that scene where images of her and him from way back in the day when she was his sort of warlord going around subjugating other civilizations in his name is flashed back at her.
Sorry, not to interrupt you, but I did think it was really interesting because I kind of forgot that side of Gamora. It's been a while since the first Guardians, and when I saw that I was kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot she did that.
Yeah, she was a villain once upon a time, and her, she basically was being reminded of that she used to be loyal to him, that she was daddy's girl, basically.
Yeah.
And because that scene is called A Father's Choice on the Blu-ray. So it was an interesting scene, but the commentary track from the filmmakers did explain why it was cut. It was basically cut for time. They said, as interesting, as quote, wonderful and complex as it is, and it gets into, in their words, the malignant family history of it, there was a tighter way into that scene to get across all that information. There was also another deleted scene. The only truly deleted scene in there is a Guardian scene, and that's one that there is no version of that, and it's the Guardians are still stuck on Nowhere, and Quill can't get out of this funk that he's in, so he keeps playing New York Groove by Kiss, and it just becomes this whole thing between him and Drax, and all that. So that to me was the only really deleted scene, but the movie didn't need it.
Yeah, even then when I was watching it, it was kind of the same thing. I was like, I mean, this was the same feelings kind of came across with what they chose to show in the film, so I could totally see how, for runtime's sake and just keeping it clean,
right?
That.
Yeah, I didn't feel like there were any deleted scenes in this movie that really added anything of significant value to the overall movie. So the theatrical version of the movie was fine. These deleted scenes didn't necessarily add or subtract from the final version. So I'm kind of glad that they cut them, because I don't think it really would have. It would probably just have slowed down the pace.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Specifically, there was one deleted scene with Scarlet Witch and Vision when they encounter the children of Thanos, and they're trying to take the Mind Stone. And it was just very slow and kind of drawn out, and I could feel that there was like a certain amount of drama they were trying to add, but I could completely see how if that was inserted during that actual theatrical release, it would be, I don't know, it would have completely changed the pacing.
It didn't really change anything in that scene. It's the one where they're in Scotland and they're already, they just kind of jump more into the action in the theatrical cut. And then the other deleted scene has a notable cameo, which was Jon Favreau back as Happy Hogan, Tony Stark's kind of security guy and flunky, and he's busy chasing out paparazzi because Tony and Pepper are jogging through the park, and they're this high-profile couple that's engaged and all that. So he's commiserating about that. And while it's an amusing scene, it's always nice to see Favreau is happy. It didn't, again, add anything.
All I learned was their fake wedding date.
Yeah.
Which I think was in August.
Yeah, I think it was like August 27th or something like that.
Yeah, it really didn't lend anything.
There really wasn't anything in that scene. All the key part of that scene was Tony telling Pepper about this dream he had that they had a child, and saying about their uncle and all that, and of course that pays off later on, where his kind of surrogate child Peter dies in his arms. So that they're setting up that. I know they set up with that scene that Tony's kind of father-son thing that's picking inside his head.
And that obviously made it into a theatrical release. So they just kind of, again, trimmed the fat.
Yeah, they kind of get to the point. So I don't think there's anything really in terms of the bonus content on here. And even some of the commentary track stuff, while sometimes very insightful, other parts of it just didn't really add anything or really reveal what you thought they could get into.
So that's what we think. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the deleted scenes. And for more on Infinity War, check out how Ant-Man and the Wasp end credits scene ties into Infinity War and what exactly the Soul Stone does in Infinity War. And be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.